Hello and welcome to our next episode of Cooking with Knuckleheads. Tonight we're going to try something a little different. This is a 100-plus-year-old hamburger recipe. Not the way you normally do it though. Normally when you think about hamburgers, you grill them. We're going to do them in water with onions. This is a very simple recipe. All it calls for is 1 onion, about 10 ounces of ground beef. Now I'm going to be doing some leftovers. So my meat is actually going to be a combination of Metzger's lean ground beef and black Sombrero spicy chorizo. Okay, you're going to do 2 5-ounce patties. Trust me on this one. First time I did it, I eyeballed it. They turned out to be the size of baseballs. Okay? And then 1 medium-sized onion. You want to slice these really thin. Okay, so thin slices. You can see that's okay. And you're going to do most of the onion. You're going to end up using a lot of it. All right, so we've got our onions sliced nice and thin. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take yourself a preheated skillet, okay, medium-high heat works best. And you're just going to put your onions in. So we got our onions here. We're just pushing them around. We want them to brown up some and leave a little bit of a glaze on the bottom as well. Okay, so as you can see, our onions are getting a nice golden brown. They're crisping up a little bit, but they've also left a little bit of a residue in the bottom. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add 1 cup of water. Oh, we're getting steamy. All right, so we got a cup of water in there now. If you can see that through the through all the steam. So what this is going to do, this is going to do 2 things. It's going to, first of all, we're going to start creating an onion broth. Okay. Second, it's going to deglaze the pan a little bit. So all the good little crispies and onion bits that got on the pan when we first put it in. So what we're going to do is we're just going to let this do its thing until the water's almost gone, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so our water is almost gone. On to the next step. We're just going to kind of push the onions to the side. Now, our meat. So these are 2 5-pound patties. We've got Heather's Hot Stuff relish mixed in here. I added some Troy's hot sauce purple stuff to this because I'm a wild man. Now, I'm not cool enough to have a hamburger press. Not yet, anyway. Still working on that stuff. But what I do have is parchment paper and a plate. So what we're going to do is we're just going to press these down. Some of you call these smash burgers. All right. 2 nice flat patties. Now, we're going to take the Dano's Spicy. You can add what you want. Dano's is low sodium, lots of flavor, very healthy. So, we're going to pop up on that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to gently add another cup of water. And we're going to cook these for about 5 minutes on this side. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. We're going to flip the patties, and you can see I'm just kind of moving the onions around to keep them all nice and moist. Okay, so we're going to flip the patties. Kind of roll some of the water around a little bit. And we're going to season this side. A little more pop of Dano's Spicy. Okay, we're going to cook 2 to 3 minutes on this side, and we'll see where we're at that point. All right, so we've been about 3 minutes on this side, and now what we're going to do is we're going to add our various toppings. You can just put the onions straight on if you want. I'm going to put some 4-year-old cheddar on. This is from Devices Cheese in London on Highbury Road. Hope I said that right. And add some mushrooms to that as well. Top as you see fit, guys. All right, now we're going to take the onions and we're just going to drape them on top. We're going to turn the heat off. Okay, this one's just going to sit. All right, and that's going to melt my cheese on top of my mushrooms too. The heat's off. We're just going to let this sit. While we're waiting, and I want that to sit for a little bit, we're going to toast up our buns. I've got mine basted with a little bit of garlic butter from Chez Leon Breads. All right, they're also local. All right, so I've gone ahead and plated up my burgers, and because I'm a wild man, gone ahead and added some bacon to it too. Okay, and why not? We've already got Heather's hot stuff relish in the mix. We're going to add some of her candied jalapenos to the top too. Because, hey, it's my show and I'm not going to live forever. Your toppings are your choice, guys. Food should be fun. Experiment. Add stuff. Don't be afraid to fail. All right? In my experience, anything can be fixed. It may not end up being what you had planned on in the first place, but chances are you're going to create something beautiful, and then hopefully you share it with those around you. All right, let's give this a test. Juicy, onion forward, kind of sweet, partly because of the additives that I've got in there, but the onions have a sweetness of their own. So good. So good. 10 ounces of beef, 2 cups of water, 1 large onion, and whatever you decide to top it with. It's that simple. And it takes you maybe 10 minutes. With prep, maybe 15 total. Thank you very much to Heather's Hot Stuff out of Windsor, Ontario, Troy's Hot Sauce Experience out of Kamloops, Ontario. We used his purple stuff in the burgers. Dano's spicy seasoning. It's cross-border shipping, but low sodium, high flavor, so absolutely amazing. Devices Cheese. Their 4-year-old white sharp cheddar, and Chez Leon Breads for the garlic butter spread that I put on the buns. All right, folks, I'm going to go eat this. It's so good. I thank you so much for watching. Be good to each other. We'll see you again soon.